Hello, my name is Ruben Chavez, and today I will be showing you an obstacle course I made in Minecraft. Okay, let's get started. So, as you can see, the first thing we gotta do is step on this diamond block. Level 1 is then generated, and we're teleported to the inside. Here, if we fall off or anything, we are immediately teleported back to the center, right here. And as you can see, even though I'm in creative mode, the world has been set to immutable, so I can't actually destroy anything. Okay, so we cross this bridge and we're teleported to the level 1 starting platform. Here we wait for, there it is, the level generates and a wall begins to form as soon as you start playing the game. So the wall, it either catches you, pushes you off, or you get caught inside of it and you suffocate. Notice that when I fell into the lava, I was immediately teleported back to the start and the game was reset. Let me just show you really quick. Bam. So I'm teleported back to the start again, and the game is then reset. Okay, so I'm going to try to run through it one more time before I just fly. So once you make it to the end, level 2 will begin to load, tells you congratulations, and then you're immediately teleported into the glowstone bubble. Here, a player has to swim through this hole that is constantly moving around all the way around this wall. Notice that if you die or drown, you will be immediately teleported back into the bubble as soon as you respawn. Ideally, someone playing this level won't be in creative mode. They'd be in survival, so they have to worry about their oxygen and their hearts. So if they die, which is very well possible in survival, they will be teleported immediately back inside. Okay, so now we make it to the diamond block and we are teleported out to the starting point, or to the entrance point to this totem right in front of it. We're congratulated for winning, so let me just show you what it looks like. Okay, so here's the starting line. This is the bubble. It is a hollow sphere made out of glass. Hollow so that way we can put the starting platform inside of this bubble. There you can see the bridge that takes us to level 1, and then here's level 1 that I showed you before. Okay, level 2. Level 2 is a giant glowstone bubble. I used glowstone so you can see in the water. It's very hard to see underwater. And to start generating the level, we use a giant sphere made out of air to dig a hole into the ocean. And then we begin to layer our level one by one. The first sphere is a sphere made out of water, and then we make a smaller sphere out of glowstone, hollow spheres, and then we fill that one with water, and then the wall that you see, we fill it in with circles using MCTurtle. All of the spheres are generated using MCTurtle. I really like this level. I think it happens to have a very nice decorative look about it, just looking around. Okay. So we come back to the starting line. The last function I want to show you is the reset function, or destroy. I define it as destroy in the code, and I'm going to run the level one more time just so you can see that it eats away the world, or the level 1 and the starting line. So then, once that's gone, it tells you to stand on the diamond block once more. I'm not going to stand on it again, because then it'll teleport me back inside the starting line, and we'd have to go through it all over again. Okay, let's go to the code. Here's the code. We have reference variables and blocks, and so on and so forth, true or false, Boolean operators, and then our reference variables are right here, and then our blocks, and then here's our connection to the server from MCPI, and then here is where we initiate Minecraft-Turtle. We put it in the global variable portion because we want to be using turtle in a lot of our functions, so we don't want to be calling it over and over again. Okay, here's the first function. Here's the main function. This is the function that we run that runs the obstacle course from start to finish. Here is where we set the world to immutable, and this is where we build the totem. Then we teleport you right outside the totem, we reset the world, and then we tell you, hey, stand on the block. Then to check your position, to see if you're on the block, to see if we teleport you to the center to start the starting line. And if we do, we start starting line, we break it, this if statement breaks this loop, and then we tell you, walk to the bridge. And then we start level 1. Okay, here's the starting line. Once you stand on the diamond block, Turtle will draw a sphere of glass, a hollow sphere of glass, so that way we can put in the platform, the starting platform. This part here is what builds our platform, and then we set the diamond block in the center. This part here will build our bridge from the starting line to level 1. Here we teleport the player inside, and then this is where we check to see if you've fallen off. If you've fallen off, we monitor your position again, and if you've fallen off, we teleport you right back inside. Okay. Then, once you pass that point, see this loop. It only runs if you haven't passed that point. So once you pass that point, it'll generate the level 1 starting platform. And this part here is what does that, and then it'll teleport you to the inside of it. So then we go down to level 1. Here we generate the corridor, and we generate the wall at the end, and then we fill it with lava. Then we call to crossing. This is our function that actually is responsible for playing the game, playing the level. So we have our reference, and then we have our instruction. And then here's where we place all of our iron block stepping stones. Those stepping stones are just arbitrarily placed in a way that is still possible for you to reach them. And as you can see, it's just a bunch of measurements. You just look inside some of the functions that I call here to set the block. I just measure them one at a time. I left it like that to show you. Okay, so to run the game, we start a continuous loop, and then we check to see, hey, did you fall into the lava? Okay, let's reset the level. Did you die? Let's reset the level. So we call to level 1 reset, and then we call to level 1 once more. Before I show you level 1 reset, this is where we build the wall and we generate it over and over again. And then we also check here if you are standing on the diamond block. If you're on the diamond block, then we break the loop and we continue on to level 2. Level 1 reset is very much like this piece of code. This code right here is where we generate the wall, and this level 1 reset is based on that. So instead of generating a wall, we generate walls of air and we fill it up with air, and then we just rebuild the level, and that's how you start. This is a sort of checkpoint for you when you finally start level 1. So when you die, you don't have to start the obstacle course all over again. Same thing goes for level 2. So once you finish level 1, level 2 begins to generate. Here are the spheres. So we generate the spheres, we generate the diamond block at the end of the level, and then we teleport you inside as soon as it's all done. Then we tell you, hey, swim to the diamond block. Swim through the hole, get to the diamond block, and then we build the wall using MC-Turtle. We draw in the circles, and we fill it in layer by layer. So once you're here at this point, once you make it to level 2, it's like making it to the next checkpoint. If you die, if you drown, then you're always going to be teleported back into that level, and you won't have to start all over again. Okay, so here's the loop that is responsible for moving our hole. So once, right here, if you see, once we have a function, a method for moving the hole over and over again, then we can easily translate that to the other axis. So this top portion right here responsible for moving the hole at the top, is going from left to right on the x-axis, and then once you come down to the right, is responsible for moving the hole top to bottom on the y-axis. So once you have those two, you can just copy and paste them for the x, bottom, right to left, and for the y, left side, bottom to top. All you have to do is change the signs and it'll mirror the function across the x and y axis. If you notice here, we have a function that we call an every loop if level 2 check position function equals true. We break the loop and then we tell you congratulations, you won. We teleport you back outside that totem. Okay, let's scroll down. Here it is. Level 2 check position. Here we have our reference variables, and then here we're checking the position. Since it's inside that continuous loop, we will always be checking the position. So then we say, hey, did you die? Okay, we're going to put you back inside. Or hey, did you make it to the diamond block? If so, we're going to return true, break the loop, end the game, congratulate you for playing. If not, we'll return false, and then you have to keep playing until you win. The last function I want to show you is our reset function, or destroy function. This is the function I showed you that took away the starting line and level 1. It resets those two portions, so that way when you run the code again, it can regenerate, and then you can just jump right back in and start again and play once more. That is it for my obstacle course for the code. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time, and have a nice day.